Accent modification or reduction involves the process of changing one's speech patterns or influence of a regional or foreign accent. Today, I will be sharing with you 6 steps to help you sound more neutral. Let's jump right in. Number 1, practice saying your name, the name of where you work, names of people. In order for you to speak like a native, you need a plan. One way is for you to practice how to say names. For example, I am Itohan Kweki. This way, I have mastered how to always introduce myself. In addition, learn how to say the names of people and the names of things you say every day. Intentionally create time to say these names correctly. This is how you become astounding in your pronunciation. Imagine for a moment that you have mastered saying someone's name correctly. It becomes easy for you to call them at will at any time because you are sure of the pronunciation. It could be the name of your organization, the names of things you use at your workplace. Practice saying the names correctly. You have to start small and grow big. Learning names of things around you bit by bit helps you to become better at it. Let's look at number 2. Number 2, practice saying phrases you use daily correctly. For example, how do you do? I'm doing great. What do you sell? I would like to purchase this instrument. Would you like me to show you some of my products? I am quite certain that there are phrases, sentences that you use daily. Practice saying them correctly and in a better fashion. If you have been saying, how are you? Try saying it in a better fashion. How do you do? Master the correct pronunciation of these things you say daily. The phrases, the sentences. Take 15 minutes daily to practice them. This way, it becomes easier for you to say them at will. If you work for an organization or you are an entrepreneur, you have to master the words you say to your customers or your clients daily. This way, you sound like a professional. And with this, you begin to develop interest on learning other ways to sound better. If you work in a restaurant and you are the one that have the first contact with your customer, you should practice how to say your sentence correctly. For example, would you like to have some tea? Would you like to have vegetables? Do you mind me bringing you the menu? This way, you will sound more professional and also develop interest in becoming better with your communication. Number 3, write out dialogues of different places and situations. For example, if you're going to a party, write out the way you want to address people and how you respond to them. Record yourself. Say it yourself again and again. This way, you will gain mastery of how to respond and the correct way to say them. That brings me to number 4. Listen to natives. TV series, films, movies, that they are very particular in their enunciation. When I say enunciation, I am not talking about pronunciation. Enunciation is you paying attention to detail whilst you articulate a word. Listen to podcasts, native speakers, their movies, their channels, BBC. Repeat after them as they say their words, phrases, and sentences. Copy the experts, great public speakers. Copy them. If you observe, I have been talking about practice, because if you do not practice, it will only remain head knowledge. It won't be tangible to you. It won't be actual. For it to be tangible, you have to practice. Practice in your private, and you will see yourself doing it at ease in public. I, for one, do this practice. I practice things I hear, I see. And when they've become one with me, I go out and I do them flawlessly without even knowing. So practice is very momentous, paramount when it comes to you speaking right. Another point is for you to find out those sounds, words you find difficult to enunciate, to articulate. Some persons find it hard to articulate words with r. They say lice instead of rice. Whatever the case may be, practice saying it right with the help of tongue twisters. You can go online and find tongue twisters with the letter you find hard to articulate. If it sounds s, find a tongue twister with sounds and keep practicing daily with it, at least 15 minutes every day. This way, you exercise your vocals and reprogram your brain to always say it right. I tell you, give yourself 3 months practicing daily. You will surely see the difference. For instance, if I am finding it difficult to pronounce the word cheer and I say sheer, with constant practice of saying cheer, cheer, I will reprogram or retrain my vocals and my brain to say it right. The next time I want to pronounce that word, I will be more intentional. I will say it better. Never be afraid to make mistakes. Mistake is part of it. In fact, learn from your mistakes. It is even more scary when you're not making mistakes because soon you're going to fall and the fall will be hard. So learn from your mistakes and keep moving on. Thank God for the access to record yourself via your phone. Record yourself. A lot of people feel shy when they hear themselves speak. If you're not comfortable with your accent, it means a number of people won't. So you have to be comfortable with yourself first before people will be comfortable with you. So record yourself. Practice saying words correctly. Listen to right pronunciations. Read aloud to yourself and ask people to criticize your work. Learn from your mistake and keep practicing to get better. The sky will be your starting point. Lastly, you have to master the art of enunciation, not just pronouncing your words, but pronouncing it to detail. Stress, intonation, learn syllables, everything that has to do with speaking English correctly. By the time you are done, you're going to be astounding in your communication. I love you. Keep practicing, keep improving yourself. I'll see you in my next video. Do well to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my exquisite channel. Bye for now.